Here comes DC News number 143. It's the world's finest update. We're going to talk about, the goddamn Batman. You betcha. We're going to talk about the goddamn Batman. Then we're going to talk about Greg Capullo and his future work on the Cape Crusader and why there's a hitch with that. Also, we're going to talk about the new Batwing and why he's so much like Robbie Robertson over at The Amazing Spider-Man. And we're going to wrap it all up with Scott Lobdell on Superman. All that and more coming right up.
For you over 21 crowd, take a shot every time he says goddamn Batman.
The happiest day of the year for comic book fans is, of course, Free Comic Book Day. And Free Comic Book Day 2013 is going to be on Saturday, May 4th, starting at 9 a.m. here at Alternate Reality. And on that day, I'm giving all of these free comic books away. Since 2002, I've given away over 35,000 free comics to folks here on the South Side, and you can get yours. All you have to do is be down here on Saturday, May 4th, anytime between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. to get your free comic. Don't miss it. It's the happiest day of the year, right after Christmas.
When DC Comic Books does something, Bo just can't wait to tell you. Squealer.
It was either this or dry cleaner news. I think we made the right choice. DC Comic Book News, episode 143. The Vile Vial of Dr. Vileman.
We all set?
You are.
Is it rolling?
It is.
What? Well, hell. Hey, folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
DC News.
DC
I'd
News.
love to find out about
Coming to you
DC
from
News.
this place.
No, you don't.
Alternate Reality, located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my new DC comics and all my new comics are always 15% off every day for everyone, even you out there. Hey,
His
Bo.
favorite comics are Image books.
What?
His favorite comics are from Image. Don't let him tell you he likes DC.
He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Which is why he's doing the news. This world's finest update starts off with, the goddamn Batman. It starts off with the goddamn Batman. Bo?
Yes,
Bo?
yes.
How is the goddamn Batman? Because I haven't talked to the goddamn Batman in I don't know how long. How's he been?
He's kind of sleeping right now.
Kind of sleeping. What's up with the goddamn Batman?
Jim Lee has got 2 scripts for his and Frank Miller's All-Star Batman and Robin.
Great.
He's finished about 6 pages of number 11. He's working on Superman Unchained, so he can't get to
Yes.
it. And Frank Miller's working on Sin City 2. He's shooting a movie right now, so he's
Yeah.
got time to work on it all. So...
And it's not like anyone's asking for it.
Oh, no, that's not true. Every time Jim Lee shows up
not.
at a con, people ask him, where is the rest of All-Star Batman and Robin?
I bet you that people ask him, where's the old DC universe
No,
at?
no, no.
I bet they ask him that, too.
Lee also said at WonderCon, do not expect a Wildcats or Gen 13 series in the DC universe because
Why not?
the Wildstorm characters haven't exactly sold well since they've been introduced as main features of the New 52.
Wow, there's a news flash for you. Couldn't have predicted that before they
What?
did the New 52.
I bet you
Wildstorm wasn't selling in the first place, which is why they killed the line.
if Jim Lee drew Wildcats, that sucker'd sell.
If Jim Lee drew the Pillsbury Doughboy making bread, it would sell.
Put that in my file.
Yeah,
I want that.
Pillsbury Doughboy making bread. You got it. It's yours.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, Greg Capullo has signed an exclusive with DC contract with DC
re-upped.
Comics.
He re-upped.
Well, he's re-upped his contract. But it has a Batman clause in it.
Greg Capullo was basically wooed by DC and Marvel. Marvel offered him Wolverine, DC offered him Batman. He said he would rather work on Batman right now, and so his new re-up contract says he only works on Batman, nothing else.
Nothing.
No covers for any other character.
No.
Nothing. Batman and Batman only.
Well, la-dee-frickin' da
And
for
he
him.
and Scott Snyder will be hanging around Batman for at least another 24, 25 more issues.
Okay. Well,
A
you
nice
can,
long run there.
so you can count on that for at least the foreseeable future. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but Batwing, he's dead, right?
No, he's not dead.
The old Batwing.
No, he's not dead.
Well, he's replaced, though.
He retired.
He retired.
He
That
was
means,
told by his mentor, go off and find yourself a life and stop wearing this damn costume.
that means somebody has to wear the costume because, of course, Batwing is an intellectual property of DC Comics Incorporated. And so in order to keep the title going, you have to put a new body into the costume. Who are they getting?
Luke Fox.
Who?
He's Lucius Fox's son.
Oh, like Robbie Robertson over at Spider-Man.
Now, what's a little weird about this is that Luke, basically, he's an MMA fighter. He wanted to become an MMA fighter. He could have worked for Wayne Industries, but he wanted to get Batman's attention, and so Bruce Wayne's going to approach him to wear the new Batwing outfit, but he's not going to tell his father he's the one wearing it. So Dad doesn't know he's Batwing. And the new costume, right now it looks like it's an exact copy of the costume in Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
It will not be that costume. It'll evolve over time. Although
Into other stuff.
Into other stuff. And it actually turns invisible.
Well, that's not like the Batman Beyond costume at all.
Let me know when it looks like a French maid.
And the first villain he's going to face off with will be a new version of Lion Mane, who's last seen in the old DC continuity hanging out with Hawkman.
Oh, I'm sure this one will be much better.
Actually, that one was pretty cool. He's vicious and evil.
And our last story, this is a World's Finest Update, and who haven't we talked about yet? The Man of Steel. Action Comics, Scott Lobdell is doing an arc in which Superman does what?
He's going off into space. We told you in a previous report that Lobdell was only going to do one issue of Action Comics.
Yes.
The folks at DC went, you know, we got this movie coming out. It would really be kind of bad if we didn't have a regular writer on Action Comics. So Scott, could you take the one story you had and make it a little more complicated and stretch it out for 6 issues so we can sell it as a trade? And Scott went, well, I'm already working on Superman, so what the hell?
They said that, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. Morrison said that he was only doing Action for 15 issues, 16 issues. That his original story arc was only going to run a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And then they got Andy Diggle on board, and they did something to him.
They annoyed the hell out of him,
and
he
he
left.
bolted. So now all of a sudden they're, oh, please, Scott, please,
And
stick
Lobdell
around,
said,
please.
he says, you know, I'm kind of busy, but I'll do an issue. Then all of a sudden he said, well, since you're doing an issue, why don't you just do a whole arc? And then it gives us 6 more months to vamp before we find a regular writer.
Well, thank you, editorial brain trust over at DC. And that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We've got no more DC news. Go to the store's website. Check out all the DC news. This man sends me. I post up there. Bo.
I sent him all this news!
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did. Bo?
Yes. Sarah, let the fine folks know where to find all this information.
www.myalternatereality.com. It's #1 with witch doctors and human cannonballs.
So go to the store's website. Check out all his news. Till next time, this is me.
And this is me.
Right there. Saying bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.